how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
With the after effects still being felt from last night's Unstoppable, tonight in Manchester, once again, Defiant Wrestling is loaded. Dave Bradshaw here at ringside with James R. Kennedy. And James, we are getting ready for more great action tonight.
Hey, I can't wait. Every time we come to Manchester, it's special, especially when Defiant Wrestling is in the house. Let's get started with some loaded action.
Let's take it to the ring. We've got women's action coming up for you right now.
Introducing first, from Liverpool, she is the one-woman army, Lizzie Stiles.
A Defiant debut for Lizzie Stiles, who apparently is the young woman who's going to answer the open challenge here of our women's champion, Kanji.
Well, that scarf that Lizzie Stiles has in her possession says you'll never walk alone. But she walks alone into this one-on-one match, and she knows how to endear herself to Manchester.
Yeah, talk about how to win friends and influence people. Lizzie Stiles with a Liverpool scarf in the city of Manchester. An interesting choice, to say the least, and a very interesting way to make a first impression.
Well, you know, there's no better way than to endear yourself to Manchester than to remind them of a team who are better than both Manchester clubs, in my humble opinion. Oh yes, I'm just getting warmed up, don't you worry about it.
Well, you clearly have similar social skills and friend-making skills to what Lizzie Stiles has. Let's see what her wrestling skills are like against the Defiant Women's Champion, Kanji, about to join us here in the Manchester Academy.
Her opponent, she's the Defiant Wrestling Women's Champion, the Asian sensation, Kanji!
It has now been 2 months since the beginning of perhaps the most unexpected title reign in Defiant Wrestling history, and that young lady, Kanji, continues to split opinion among our fans.
She sure does. You just have to take one look at social media to see that. But I don't know, there's something special about this young lady. You know, to hold the Defiant Women's Championship for 2 months, boy, that's a long 2 months. You are the hunted. And now, we have a fresh hunter in the form of Lizzie Stiles. How's Kanji going to match up to this new challenge?
Yeah, Lizzie Stiles very much an unknown quantity. But after the first impression that I talked about, clearly, the fans here have already cast their initial verdict on Lizzie Stiles, and there is a firm consensus here in favour of Kanji.
I think that the scarf that Lizzie Stiles has and she's brought to the ring with her might have something to do with that. Maybe not everything, but a little.
Again, this was an open challenge from the women's champion. Title not on the line tonight, but you've got to think, obviously, if Lizzie Stiles could somehow pick up the win against Kanji, then she would have to be right in contention immediately for a women's title shot.
Oh, it would be huge. Absolutely huge. Kanji all smiles right now. We'll see if that smile fades in just a few minutes. Stiles looks like she's all business to me, Bradshaw.
We'll find out. Bell rings, we're underway.
on this Sunday night here, still just 24 hours removed from all of the action at Unstoppable. We'll see all the fallout from Unstoppable, of course, next week here on Loaded. But if you weren't able to join us last night, you can catch all the action on Access Defiant. That's access.wearedefiant.com.
It was an incredible night of action at Unstoppable. Oh, and we're already seeing some incredible action here between Lizzie Stiles making her debut in Defiant and the Defiant Women's Champion, Kanji.
Stiles having to beat a hasty retreat to the outside.
That's smart, if you ask me.
She seems to not have the most pleasant of demeanors. Is it fair to say?
Well, come on. Have you spoken to the young women? You're going on what Manchester thinks of Lizzie Stiles. That's not exactly fair.
Again, it is still early days in terms of all of our understandings of Lizzie Stiles, and maybe she doesn't care whether I or anyone else thinks she's a nice person. What she cares about, obviously, is picking up the victory, but she's going to have to find a way out of that side headlock if she's going to achieve that goal, and she does.
Oh, look at some early power from Stiles.
Kanji is wriggling her way out of this, takes out the leg. Kanji quickly turning Stiles onto her stomach of the bridge. Get the pressure there on the right leg of Lizzie Stiles. Stiles trying to inch her way towards the bottom rope and gets there. Kanji will have to break, but great innovation in her arsenal of moves there from Kanji.
Yeah, temporarily there, Kanji managing to cut off that route to the ropes. In the end, Lizzie Stiles managed to grab the bottom one, but you see Kanji in the ring saying, I was this close.
Stiles again taking her time, but gets back in. Second time she's called a timeout here.
Oh, forget about it.
So she can hit hard, can Stiles, certainly.
Yeah, I think that Lizzie Stiles definitely, I'm sensing early doors, has the strength advantage here. Speed, I'm not so sure about, but we'll see.
People have been underestimating Kanji throughout her Defiant career so far. No one expected her, of course, to win the title some 8 weeks ago in that 6-woman gauntlet match.
Whoa.
Sweep of the legs from Kanji.
Well, every single woman, every new woman who Defiant Wrestling bring to this roster, they impress me more and more. I'm telling you that, Kanji was no different. What a beginning she's made to her career here in Defiant.
Kanji go to the ropes here, slides underneath as Stiles tries to get the boot up again, takes the legs away with this Lizzie Stiles, who's answered the open challenge here of Kanji, but a kick to the side of the head from Stiles gets her right back in the game.
One thing Lizzie Stiles cannot concern herself with is these fans here in Manchester. They will not win you this match.
Yeah, we talked about how Defiant fans have maybe been a little bit divided on Kanji's title reign, whether she's deserving of the Defiant Women's Championship so early in her career, but there certainly doesn't seem to be any divide between these fans here. Very unanimous support for the Women's Champion.
Absolutely, it seems to change everywhere we go around the UK. But here in Manchester, as you say, Dave, they seem to be firmly behind the Women's Champ. Oh,
maybe it's because she's been such a fighting champion ever since she gained the title. Of course, she still doesn't, apart from that, obviously the match where the gauntlet match where she won the title, she doesn't really have a signature victory yet. She had that title defense against Lana Austin, won that match by disqualification, but only by disqualification thanks to Austin using a chair as Stiles. It's a 2 count. So from Kanji's perspective, she still hasn't really, since that night where she won the title, proved that she deserves to be the champion.
well, I think that's where some of the hesitation comes from, certainly from the Defiant Wrestling fan base. They're not quite sure what to make of Kanji yet. She came out hot, out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, to become the Defiant Women's Champion. Yes, that earns you some respect, but it's all about longevity. 2 months maybe isn't enough for the people.
It was only her second match here in Defiant when she became champion, Kanji. Let's see what Stiles can do here in her first match. She's hanging in there with Kanji, but champion back in control here with those forearm smashes with the right arm. Here comes Kanji again. An uppercut from Lizzie Stiles may have knocked Kanji out cold. Here's the cover from Stiles for the upset, but Kanji gets the right shoulder off the canvas.
I'm telling you, that was so close. Certainly closer than Kanji would have liked. She didn't see that uppercut coming. Lizzie Stiles, so impressive in her debut here in Defiant Wrestling. Calculated offense.
Stiles with the forearm again. Both of these women have been hitting each other with a lot of force, as you see again. Stiles taking Kanji down to one knee. Stiles taking time out to goad her opponent. That might have been a mistake, but this one is a slugfest now between these two.
I'm interested to see which way this goes. At the end of it, looks like Kanji has the upper hand.
Kanji getting ahead of steam. She'll go to the ropes here. Stiles try to stop her in her tracks, but Kanji bouncing off the middle rope and taking out Lizzie Stiles.
And again, Bradshaw, Manchester show their appreciation for the women's champ. They're all over the place.
Oh, here comes Kanji. Off the middle turnbuckle, the enziguri.
1 minute on social media, these same people are lambasting the champion, wondering what kind of, as I said earlier, what kind of longevity she's going to have in Defiant. They're rooting for her.
Kanji with the run-up. Avalanche in the corner, and Kanji will send Stiles. Or will she? There's a reversal of the Irish whip. Kick into the midsection from Kanji. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Stiles. And here comes Kanji. A swinging kick around into the face. And Kanji maybe headed up to the top floor here.
Well, Kanji caught all of that one. Now going to the penthouse suite. See how this high-risk move works out for the champ.
Kanji measuring Stiles, and Kanji with the missile dropkick.
Will that be enough?
The cover, the leg hook for the women's champion, and Stiles again finds a way out.
These people here in Manchester might not like Lizzie Stiles because she came out here with a Liverpool scarf, but they have to respect how much tenacity she is showing in this match to stay in this match.
Again, Stiles finds a way to force the issue, get herself back in with those right arm strikes that have really served her quite well here. Kanji blocks her again. Stiles took too long taunting the crowd. Kanji rolls over the top of Stiles back into the ring, but Stiles, that knee right into the abdomen. Stiles Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Great bridge from Stiles, and Kanji just about escapes to keep this one alive again.
And that's only going to frustrate Lizzie Stiles. It really is, because I think she came in here with a game plan, felt she would have the power advantage. Hey, she's shown some speed as well, don't get me wrong, but it's all about the power for Stiles. Are we going to see it again? And this time, will it put Kanji away?
Stiles maybe looking for a power bomb. Kanji knows she's in some trouble. Women's champion forcing her way out. Kanji with the short arm elbow smash. And Kanji! Whoa! They'll break a jaw, Kanji!
Here we go.
The victory roll from Kanji! Once again, Stiles is still alive.
Kanji looking towards the referee, asking the question, how was that not a 3 count? Never mind why.
Listen to this roar from the women's champ. It was a roar returned in kind by an increasingly sympathetic Defiant fan base.
Now Kanji, what does she do next? What is it going to take to put this debutante Lizzie Stiles away for good?
Well, maybe it will take the kamikaze Kanji. That moonsault off the top turnbuckle, but Kanji took too long getting up there. Stiles grabs her by the hair, and Kanji's hung upside down. Kanji completely helpless here as Stiles puts the boot in. Oh, a choke in the end. Referee demanding the break, but Stiles took as much of those 5 seconds as she could. A running knee right into the jaw of Kanji, and that'll do it. Oh my! Stiles wins it. Wow!
Here is your winner, the one-woman army, Lizzie Stiles.
Lizzie Stiles knocking Kanji
out cold there. The women's champion in this non-title open challenge has lost to Lizzie Stiles on her first match.
Well, you just said the key words, non-title. But in my humble opinion, surely in the future of that young woman, there is a Defiant Women's Championship match looming. Hey, she has a legit claim to it after that display.
What will this do to Kanji's mindset as a women's champion who's already proved controversial to now lose to a debutante here on Loaded? Lizzie Stiles, as you say, with a very strong case now for a women's title shot as Kanji looks on in disbelief.
So, what do you think, Miller? This turban or that turban?
That turban. It glows, it sparkles, it would
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, that's all right. I like that one. You should like that one.
Hey.
That was rude.
It's not for you guys.
I
Yeah.
know it's not for us, right? But Will might like one of these. Yeah. Second of all, general. Is it just general mean? What's happening?
Yeah, it's General Amin. Don't talk down to General Amin. Do you know how hard he worked to get that rank?
I worked very hard.
Very hard.
Right. Okay. Well, first of all, the turban is better than that. Second of all, we've been destroying your open challenge. So, match time.
You know what you have? You've been doing a real good job.
Hey. How about, give a round
Good
of
round of applause, round of applause. And we were discussing this earlier,
Yeah.
but you ain't going to get a title shot. What you are going to get is we had a little chat, a little put our heads together, and we've decided you get to face soon the legendary tag team of Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch. Do the thing, do it now.
Oh. And you know why? Here's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that one. Oh, brilliant.
Wait till Will hears about this.